You're watching The Stitch That Taught Me, real stories from my sewing workroom and creative business journey that take you beyond the pretty finishes to the real lessons I've learned in over 38 years of my creative workroom life. Each one taught me something worth passing on. I'm Donna Cash, and I'm glad you're here. From FOMO to JOMO, why missing out was the best thing that happened to me. Have you ever missed out on a project that you really wanted to work on? And how did you feel about that? Let me share a story with you. You've probably heard of FOMO, fear of missing out. Well, several years ago, I was working on a project and I was really excited about this project. I loved the fabrics and trims we selected. I loved the styles we selected. I really enjoyed the homeowner that I was working with. And I could see the finished product so clearly in my head. And I really felt that I was going to be able to bring some joy and beauty into the life and home of this new potential client. But in the end, I wasn't awarded the project. And I'll tell you, I was really disappointed. And I shared my disappointment with my husband, who, by the way, is my greatest cheerleader. And he said to me, well, the words that he said to me still ring true in my mind today. He said to me, Donna, God probably has something better for you to be working on during the time frame that you would have been working on that project. And do you know what? He was right. And I am now able to turn that fear of missing out, that project that I did not get, into JOMO, joy of missing out. When I think back now on what I was working on during that time frame that I would have been working on that really large project, I think back about the joy that I did bring into other people's homes. I think back about the people I was able to help during that time frame and the wonderful treatments that I made, pillows and bedding and window treatments that really brought me joy to make, and I know brought joy to my customers. So, my husband was so right, and I'm so glad that I listened to his words. So, I think we need to realize that we can turn FOMO into JOMO. And when we look back on things that we were not awarded, we can turn it around into joy of missing out because what we were able to do instead of that other large project. So I believe that missing out on one thing can make room for something even better. And it was a gentle reminder that FOMO doesn't have to be a bad thing. It can actually make space for the right opportunities to align with joy and fulfillment. So let me ask you, what about you? Can you think of a time that you missed out on something, but it turned out to be a blessing in disguise? How did JOMO show up in your life? If something comes to your mind, I hope that you'll share it in the comment section below, because you may be helping someone who's going through FOMO right now and needs a lesson as not just how did Donna handle it, but how did someone else handle it. I hope you're doing well, and until next time, be well, everyone. That's it for today's The Stitch That Taught Me. If it gave you insight or encouragement, pass it on. And if you're not already following me, be sure and hit that follow button so you won't miss another true story from the heart of the workroom. Until then, keep on learning and keep on stitching.